Okay, so somebody needs to hold the camera. Carolina, would you like to hold the camera? It's recording already, so all you have to do is hold it. But I'm going to start over
like
here.
that?
No, other way. Yeah. Come around this way. See if you can. Okay, great.
All right.
So, welcome everybody. Lovely to see you. This is a summary of the lesson today. We're just finishing with the passive, so it'd be nice just to put a quick summary on YouTube for everybody. Now, we won't go into this, okay? We won't go into pronunciation. We'll just look at this. We're looking at the past in terms of active and passive today. Have a look at this. Charles Blondin walked across the Niagara Falls. So we have the subject of the sentence, we have the verb, and we have the object. Now it's like this because he is the person who did this. He walked across the Niagara Falls. To make the sentence passive, we're no longer interested in the person who did something. We're interested in the object that is just sitting there. That's the Niagara Falls. That becomes the subject of the sentence. And then the science bit is all we do, we add the verb to be in the correct form, and then we add the past participle of the sentence. And then the rest of the sentence. So the object becomes the subject. We say the Niagara Falls was walked across, because it's a phrasal verb, we do that a lot. And then we might say by Charles Blondin, if we still want to keep that information, or we might say something completely different, like in 1958. Because what we're trying to say here is that the subject is no longer important. Now, then we try to turn it around, because this is where we are now. We're at the end of our active-passive learning. I said, can you make this passive sentence active? Helen Keller was offered a place at university. You couldn't do it, because we still didn't know who did the action. So it was very difficult to make this subject active. If you wanted to, you could have said, somebody offered Helen Keller a place at university, if you had wanted to do that. But what I'm trying to convey is that we use this because we're no longer interested in the person who did something. We're interested in what was done, yeah? Not who did it. This was a really nice one. We wrote up this question. Did you do much sightseeing? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. And then I asked you to make that passive, to see if you remembered some of the things we did last week. And you got it. Was sightseeing done much? It's an ugly sentence, but it worked. You managed to do it. So this is the thing. We have to play with this. Can I take an active sentence and make it passive? Has it got a subject, a verb, and an object so that I can play around with it? Sometimes it won't have all these things and you won't be able to play around with them. Now, if you come this way and go there, I'll go this way and you go there. And over here, we have just a couple of other sentences. There's another past simple one here. Mike taught English yesterday. English was taught yesterday. So we're using the object becomes the subject, we use the verb to be and the past participle of the sentence. But then we did this as well. We looked at past continuous, so you could see the rules for past continuous and remember them. English was being taught yesterday night. So this is slightly different. With this, we have to put the object as the subject, add the verb to be, then you have to add the word being. And you always have to add the word being in present continuous or past continuous passive. And then the past participle of the sentence. And here was a nice one. The fire was caused by an electrical problem. I said, can you make it active? Of course you can, because we know who or what did the action. An electrical problem caused the fire. I'm not going to go into any of the pronunciation. This is good enough for today. Thank you.